So recently I've been really into making kombucha, and so I wanted to go over some of our favorite flavorings and some possibilities that you could do for a second fermentation. Now, if you want to know how to start making kombucha, I can make a video on that as well. Just leave that down in the comments. It's super simple. It's just 1 cup sugar to 1 cup of kombucha already made, and black tea, just straight black tea. So I have here what you will need to do your second ferment. Obviously, we need kombucha, and then these little pop top bottles that seal, so you can press them down and they seal. I like these. Some people don't. It's just preference. But these are great for burping because you can slowly open and it will release the air. So you need one of these. And this does need to be clean. This needs to be either ran through a dishwasher, which is kind of difficult for this one because water's not going to get up in here. So I have these little handy dandy brushes that I use to get up in here. And these need to be super clean because we are putting bacteria in here. And so you don't want to get sick from having a bottle that is unclean. It's also important that this bottle is strong enough that it will not break under pressure. When kombucha goes through a second fermentation, it will pressurize. It has carbonation in it, and it will keep growing that carbonation. And if you do not have the right bottle, and if you do not keep burping it, it may explode, which is a bad scenario for everybody. Along with a clean bottle with a pop top or a screw-on lid that is safe for kombucha, I also use these funnels. I guess you don't need a funnel necessarily, but it makes the process so much easier. Now today I'm flavoring my kombucha with raspberries and ginger, and then I'm going to try out this raspberry lemonade concentrate jam. I feel like this would be really good. And then I'm also going to be using some of this black currant juice. Now the one that we've tried time and time again is this raspberry ginger. This is so good. It is great for your health. It tastes great. It carbonates really well. This is one that we've been doing consistently for the past several weeks. Another one that we like to do is a juice. I don't know what brand it is, but it's like a white peach and grape. It is so good. It makes for like a great morning drink, and I have it with my breakfast every day that I don't have coffee. So for the raspberry ginger, I'm just taking a handful of raspberries, and I gave them a good wash, and it's kind of gross, but I'm going to squish them in my hand and put them into the funnel. Now you can use anything to do this next part. A straw is what I have on hand. I would much prefer a chopstick, but you're just going to go down and smash this into the bottle. And the more smashed, the better, because you are getting those sugars out. And those sugars are what is going to cause it to ferment. So this is about the right amount of fruit that I have in there. It's kind of mushed up. And now we're going to add the ginger. So this is all the ginger I'm using. Little ginger goes a long way. And to get the skin off, you're just going to take a spoon and start peeling at the skin. It's super easy. I know it sounds like it would be difficult. You're peeling with a spoon, but it's really easy, I promise. So this is about where I got mine too. It does not have to be perfect at all. You're not even going to be drinking this part unless you really want to. So we're going to take this and dice it up. So I have it all diced up, and now I'm just adding it in. And a little goes a long way with ginger. Ginger is very strong. So here's how much I added. Now we're going to add our kombucha. Alright, once again, leaving headspace so that it can have room to carbonate as it needs. And we're going to give it a good little shake. Now this one, you will probably want to leave out on the counter anywhere for 3 to 5 days. just because it has a little bit less sugar than just the straight juice. And so it will probably take just a little bit longer to ferment. So lastly, we are going to use these raspberry lemonade jam preserves. I've never used these before for kombucha, but I just had a feeling this would be really good carbonated because who doesn't love raspberry lemonade? So for this one, we're going to pop it open. I got this from a farmer's market's Miss Parker's or Ma Parker's preserves. And I got this, okay, I can't open it. And I got this a couple months ago. And I just couldn't find a great use for it. It looks really good. It tastes really good. Look at that. It smells very good. But I just couldn't find a use for it. And so I figured probably be pretty good in the kombucha. This stuff but carbonated. Come on. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons in here and see how that looks. Because right now it's just dropping. I'll see how it looks, and if I feel like I need to add more, I'll add a little bit more. So I ended up adding about 2.5 tablespoons to this, and I think that'll be about enough. We will have to see, I guess. And what we're going to do is just fill it up the rest of the way with our kombucha. Alright, once again, we'll pop that top on. You're going to want to give this one a really good shake, gently. Give this one a really good shake, gently. And you can see there's already some bubbles in there. But we will allow this one. I don't know how long this one will sit. I'll just have to kind of do it as I see. Just because I've never used a jam before. But I'm assuming it'd be anywhere from 2 to 5 days. And then whenever you want to stop this process, just stick it in the fridge. So these are kind of the basic ways that you can make a second fermentation of kombucha. So this one was our jam, this one was our fruit, and this one was our juice. And all of these are great ways to do a second fermentation. I don't really have a favorite. I do like the juices. They're easy and they're quick. But they are all great ways to do your second fermentation to flavor your kombucha. Personally, I just can't drink kombucha straight. I think it's a little bitter, a little vinegary, and not something that I would drink just because I know that it's healthy for me, and so I would drink it because of that. But these are so much better, and they're better for you than any sort of pop that you would get. And I don't feel guilty for drinking, a whole bottle of this in a day where, if I drank 2 cans of soda in a day, sometimes I'd feel bad. Sometimes I wouldn't. Sometimes I would feel bad, though. So this was the very basics to making a second fermentation of kombucha. I am no pro by any means, but I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy it as an alternative to drinking soda. I love a good, Pepsi, a good Sprite, but these are great alternatives to that I have almost on the daily. And they're great for your health. They're great. They're full of probiotics as well. So if you have any more questions on these, feel free to leave them in the comments. If there's anything that you would like me to do a video on, let me know and I'll do it. And please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and learned something from it. Happy gardening and happy kombucha making.